Welcome to another lesson, a physics lesson on the flat earth system. This has come about from the Sideman Dan's one of his latest videos regarding me. Making me famous is what he's doing. If anyone's got a brain out there, it's only going to expose the truth as opposed to their silly garbage. He didn't make a very good job of debunking any of those points. He hid half the facts and then picked on the simple stuff that I can explain quite easily. So I've taken one, I was going to expand on it, and then it brought me to the sun's analemma, and that's his first video he did on me regarding the magnetic cycles. He didn't even delve into that when I mentioned the magnetic cycle ratio, okay, with the flat earth system. So overall on our flat earth system, the sun's analemma does this. It's on an overall scale of things, but man doesn't see Earth on an overall earthly scale. He sees his own image within his own arc of horizon. So every man dwells in this arc of horizon that I've mentioned hundreds of times in my videos. Man standing here 90 degrees to zenith, okay? Everything comes to him perpendicular off that arc, okay? So that's his visual perspective of the universe around him. So this is the overall earthly system. If you were out there in La La Land, you could see it all. See the magnetic fields of Earth curving like this. Lateral curving field. What science calls curved linear for their coordinate system, because it's a toroidal field. So this isn't exactly a toroidal field, but you've got the shape. You see, what this is showing is man's meridian. It's not showing you the curving magnetic fields of the Earth, obviously, because it's not a live system with the tropical gap, with the toroidal and poloidal system. So you could consider these, every man is on one of these north to south meridians, centre north out to the south, okay? So let's break this down over here, okay? So I've got the northern hemisphere, which we'll say is the centre north here, which never moves off its axis point. But the southern image is always revolving around the north, because as the centre north, because the centre of creation is back at the centre of the hyperboloid of the torus field is dead centre. That's where all the energy comes out. So as this turns, it's reflecting its image out around here. So this turns and this is turning this image all the way around. So you're always getting an image out here. So we come over here. So the fixed centre north that only turns but doesn't move that way, that way, that way, or that way. It just turns like this. The magnetic field just swings out like that. And there's the southern hemisphere, okay? So every man's on one of those meridians. So there's the centre north, and right up here, straight through there would be his south, okay? Straight line, he's on a meridian. So if he could take a camera and film the sun's position every day at the same time, he would get a lovely image of a sun analemma dead straight on his meridian, right there in front of him, north to south, okay? You can't go and tell me that everyone else on the globe is seeing that nice little image that this guy's got right in front of him. That would make them look really dumb if they did. Okay, and I'm going to delve into why. Well, that's the obvious reason, is because it's nice right there in front of him, nice and straight, north to south. How can everyone else see that from all around the globe? No, it's just rubbish. That just proves that every man sees an image like that on his arc of horizon, in his hemisphere. Okay? Now if he wasn't filming dead north to south, the image would be distorted because he swung his camera off north to south. He swings it to the west or the east, the image is going to be skewed off. Okay? So if I'm in the southern hemisphere and I'm getting an image, I'm going to have to aim back to the tropics, the tropical gap. This guy's going to have to aim towards the tropical gap as well. So he's going to film it. He's going to get an image like this. It's his dead straight image, north to south. Okay? He's going to film that image. Nothing's in the tropical gap because there's no magnetic field in the tropical gap. See, Simon Dan doesn't touch on that, does he? He doesn't expand on that. And this guy, so because we all have our own arc of horizon, this guy on the south, that's his arc of horizon, okay? Because there's a multitude of these all the way around the north. It's infinite because every man has one, okay? So this man is obviously standing right there in the middle because he's 90 degrees to the zenith of this hemisphere, his dome. He's going to aim to the tropical gap and he's going to have a sun and a lemma that looks like this. You see? They're both opposing each other. So straight away, you've debunked the globe theory. You can't have a sun and a lemma like that if there's only one globe in one season at the same time of the year. What's happening here? They can't use their tilting ball BS, can they? No. Okay, so he's taken a shot north to south. That's his meridian, north to south. He can take another photo. If this guy here, if he aims his camera, it's going to be his northwest. This will be his northwest. Northwest, east, southeast. He can film one that sort of looks a bit like this somewhere over there because you've got to imagine it's falling down his arc of horizon, going down. Everything goes up and over his horizon, right? Goes out of his perspective, not below his perspective. So he can film another one that's a bit distorted on a bit of a weird angle over here. Now, this man here, he can set up a camera and film that. He can set up a camera and film this and film that all in the same year. How does that happen? How do you explain that if you lived on a spinning ball? Where's the sun? Is the sun there, there, or there? It's absolute garbage. I mean, I've debunked their ball plenty of times, but this is just a joke. Look at this. This guy will get one too. He'll get one something like this, and he'll get one over here. Because this guy here is still in his own pod as well, his hemisphere. And this is why they tell you live on a ball, because you've got the one hemisphere here and one hemisphere there. So they put them both together and tell you live on a ball. Well, it doesn't work when you start filming your sun and analemmas and they're both opposing each other like that. Oh, so this is what I was talking about, the magnetic cycle, the ratio. So we can have a 2 to 3 ratio, or you call it a Fibonacci, or you call it a golden ratio, or it's Plato's unequal divided line. So there's your line, there's Plato's line, unequal divided line. Okay, you can't deny all this stuff. That is one magnetic cycle. Every man on a meridian has that one cycle. There's another cycle. Oh. Okay? And there's another cycle. And there's another cycle. And there's another cycle. And there's another cycle. Okay? Now, this guy here, He sees his celestial bodies come out from the north. They swing around like this. Because that's the way the magnetic field flows too. And the sun always follows the magnetic field. And you get another one to go around like that, or like that, or like that, or like that, or like that. Okay? But he's on a meridian. He only sees that celestial bodies do this on one meridian. But then he'll see it go away to his west, but it comes around like this. The next guy around to his west will see it go like this. The other guy will see it go like this. The other guy will see it go like this. The other guy sees it go like this. See, everyone talks about the flower of life, but they'd have no idea what the hell it means or what it's all about until you understand the flat earth system and the magnetic field, how it flows. All your stars are doing this cycle. Sort of, but anyway, this is more like the sun. Okay, because back at the centre of Earth, the stars actually do this S-curve. It's all coming out of there, that central vortex, reflected out. So you can imagine the pattern that's cast into your arc of horizon. If the stars come up like this, then swing back down again. They go up and down in 24 hours, over 24 hours. This is where you get that curving effect in our sky, going across your arc of horizon, but you don't really see it. The only time you really get to understand the system, let's draw this other one. It's way more obvious if you live in the southern hemisphere, okay? This guy, he's standing at his zenith, okay? 90 degrees to the zenith of his arc. And he's going to see, I mean, it all comes out of here, you see. It all swings around from his east. It goes around him like that and swings back around like that. So it comes out, he doesn't see that part way back there, does he? Well, through here. He just sees it coming from the east. Okay? But there's times of the years where he can track the stars and get to film them turning up here at them when night falls. Track it here and then track the star all the way around here like this. Okay? And in the southern hemisphere's southern summer solstice, he can film the sun way back here, southeast, and see it going way down over here, which is southwest. Okay, but in the June solstice, which is summer up here in the north, he can see his moon. We can see the full moon disappear over here at 10 in the morning. 10 in the morning. I'm already 37 degrees north, minus 37 degrees north. I'm looking dead south and there's the full moon. But at the same time, the guy on the north here, somewhere up here, to the north, the full moon will be up here, to his north. But they're trying to tell you, because you live on a globe, you're looking around the other side of the ball, right? But you can't, because if I'm standing here, I can only see what's happening there. I can't see what's happening down here. I can't see around the ball. So this other guy on the other side of the world can see it. No. You've got to be really dumb. You've got to be really dumb to believe that garbage. But on the flat earth system, it's all explained if you understand man's arc of horizon. Man is from the earth. There's the earth. There's the manly system. The earthly system, the manly system. His perspective of the universe. He's like the sun looking out of creation. The Son of Man. We're all of the light. We're all universal beings. We're all God in our own right. But we're not illuminated spiritually until you go through your divine rebirth. But that's something science knows nothing about, so there's no point talking about that in this video. So you understand that, there's your flower of life, and that's how it comes about. Understanding the magnetic field of Earth in the northern hemisphere, and understanding that one of these cycles, there's another one there, another one there, infinitely all the way around the south, because the southern hemisphere is forever moving. The northern hemisphere is always turning, but you don't see it during the day, do you? You don't see the stars curling out at night during the day. But this can easily be verified with your cameras by just checking on what I just said there. The sun, how does the sun get way over there? How does the sun get way over there if it's supposed to be up here in the tropical gap? We're told it's all up here in the tropical gap. What's the flippin' moon doing way over there? I've just explained, you can't see beyond, right around the ball, so they can't say you live on a globe, and when I see it up there, it's on the other side of the globe for this guy to see in here. Total rubbish. Okay? So, understanding the cycle, the cycles of the sun, these are all individual cycles on man's arc of horizon, on his meridian. We all get them, they're all individual, all relative to the observer. Okay? While I'm here, there's another image there, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, look, toe to toe, all described in the religious texts. Jesus is the sun, you see, washing his feet on the river banks, which is the tropical gap, that's classed as the river. It's the Jordan. It's the holy place in there on an earthly system, which is also connected to your spiritual system, your mind. And this is how the what's his name? The Rothschilds came to fabricate this land down here on earth and call it Israel. They could see the money in that, you see. And if everyone was religious and they believed in this Israel, and they go and put the peg in the ground and say, there's Israel. Imagine the billions of dollars they could make. So they go and steal this bit of land over there and say, hey, that's Israel. You know? No, Israel's in here. Your holy place. There's a long story there. But you see these in print, not ancient texts, his shield bearer went ahead of him. Shield bearer. This is his shield. In stories, there is shield. Went above him. In other words, it's to do with the Milky Way. Actually, goes up, moves over him, and becomes a line between the two hemispheres. So that's his shield, you see, and he has to align with the other hemisphere. That's an alignment. Okay, went over him. His shield bearer went ahead of him, so it goes ahead, goes up to his head. It's above him. In another story, something preceded him. So you go preceded, seated as in is a part of the divine awakening, or you could say, because of the cog system, the northern hemisphere being so small and the southern hemisphere being so big, preceded. It's to do with this one going quicker than this one here, this cog system. This is going to be like a lot more cogs in one a smaller confined area. Okay, I'm about to do a video on this. Very interesting, but that'll go into my Patreon page. Okay. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching.